Hello everyone, this is your main man Genesis Reset, and I am back with a quick video. Hope everyone is feeling fine today. As for myself, I am doing just great. Like I always say, take out your King James Bible if you choose to follow along, as well as your electronic device, as well as hitting that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's dive on in. John 3:16. We have heard it, we have seen it, we have smelt it, right? We have heard this verse regurgitated by our parents and our aunties and so on and so forth, like it was the next best thing since holy water. We have heard preachers regurgitate this verse too, like it's the next best thing since sliced bread. But what behooves me is that what I can't understand is that this is a horrible verse, right? And the history behind it is terrible. This is why I can't understand why they keep on sprouting out this verse like it's supposed to remove sin or something. Because the background of this verse here is horrible. So that is what we're going to take a quick dive into, right? And I call this the super slow version here because people got to be slow. If they're not slow, they have not read this book and they have not read the meaning of it. And it's very simple, right? And it's just a very simple lie that when they wrote this New Testament, they didn't think that we'll be able to catch it, the lies, right? But my elite Israelites, you guys going to catch it. And if you don't, I'm going to make sure you catch it. So without further ado, let's dive on in here. I knew my screensaver was going to come in handy, right? Because the two verses that I'm going to show you, it got everything to do with the wilderness. So here's my screensaver right here. You can see the trees and the little bushes back there in the back, the morning dew. Perfect scene, right? So keep this in your head and your eyes and whatnot. And so here we go. I'm going to bring this up right here, right? Here we go. John 3:16. So we're going to read it. Very simple. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. I didn't even know God had a son, but, according to the whatever, that's a whole new different, I'm not going to even go down there. So I'll regurgitate. So let's read it over, right? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish, but shall have everlasting life. But let's read it in its totality, as they say here. Let's get a little bit of stank on that, right? So let's read this. And no man have ascended to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man which is in heaven. Here, right here. I want you to pay attention to this here, right? Right here. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. There, right there. That whosoever believed in him should not perish, but shall have eternal life. But right there, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Right there. All right? We finna go there. And this is where it's at right here. Okay? Numbers 21:8. And the Most High said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is bitten, when he looked upon it, shall live. Now, let's get a little history with that, just like the other one, right? We're going to take a little history with that. Not just going to say something, and we're not going to give any meaning behind it. We're going to get some context to it, right? Now, during this time, right, let's read it. And the people spoke against the Most High and against Moses. Wherefore ye have brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness. For there is no bread, neither there any water, and our soul loath this light bread. And the Most High sent fiery serpents among the people, that they were bit. And much of the people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against the Most High and against you, Moses, praying to the Most High that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed to the Most High and prayed for the people. And Most High said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is bitten, when he shall look upon it, and shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, and it came, and he put it upon a pole, and it came to pass that if a person was bit by the serpent, by these snakes, and they look upon this brass serpent, that they should live. Right? I kind of paraphrased it, right? So as you can see right here, right, a lot of people died because they was talking crazy. After all these miracles that the Most High brought our ancestors out of Egypt, they was talking crazy. They were like, look, we wanted the light bread, we wanted the wheat bread, we wanted the wonder bread, and they talking crazy and whatnot. And so the Most High sent these snakes upon them, and people was dying. All right. And so they prayed. They told Moses, and Moses went to the Most High and he told him to make this serpent here, and he put it on a pole. And then he said, anyone that looks upon it shall be saved. Right. Now, as you can see right here, there's nothing good behind the background of that. There's nothing good behind that. That's a terrible thing. That a lot of people die from these furious snakes that came upon them, who was talking crazy. So Moses made a brass, he made something like this, right? Right? You can take your pick, right? These snakes came upon thousands upon our ancestors. These snakes was biting them, right? Some was dying, and the ones that was close to death, the Most High told them to look upon that pole with that serpent, right? When you look upon it, you shall live. Now, you must understand that everybody didn't get bit, of course, right? Just the ones who was talking crazy, talking greasy, wish we was back in Egypt after all these signs and wonders that the Most High have done, When these people was looking upon that pole, everybody can see that their head was up. They was identified. They was marked, right? You can identify the traitors, the backbiters, the traitors, the Biddle Dick Arnolds, the Mammies, the Uncle Toms, whatever the case may be, the no good, the degenerates, right? When their heads was up, looking at this pole right here, that Moses made out of brass, and it was a serpent, right? You see that? That was nothing good. That was terrible. That the Father, the Most High, made Moses to make an image, saying that this is your God. Basically, you don't necessarily belong to me, right? This is your God that I have made. This serpent. Now, this serpent, we can go back to Genesis and whatnot to understand that the backbiting, the good and evil, that these people mean no good. Right? That's what that was behind. That is the meaning behind that. Right? Look at these different symbols and whatnot. That's the medical symbol that the hospital use. But you can see here, just like these so-called scriptures said here, right? That as Moses lifted up the serpent, so shall the Son of Man be lifted up. Why would they give that comparison? Why would they give that symbolic meaning, that metaphor, that connection with that? That is nothing good. But yet and still, this so-called New Testament book put that up there like it's supposed to give context or supposed to give it the credence, the background of it, saying that, this is the paperwork behind it, I'm legit. Well, really, it's telling you, this verse right here basically is shooting you in the foot, right? That verse is shooting you in the foot. When this dude right here bringing this stuff up, talking about like, yeah, he shall be lifted up too, you shooting yourself in the foot. It's just like a bank robber, a bank robber going to the bank and whatnot, and he don't even have any gloves on, right? So he touching everything. You leaving evidence, letting everybody know that when the police come in and they dust for fingerprints, you're going to be caught. Oh, okay, we're going to lift up the fingerprints. Oh, you talking about lifting up the pole? The bank robbers, the police going to lift up the fingerprints and catch you. Oh, you robbed this bank. Oh, no, I did. Yeah, we got you. We lifted up the fingerprints off this counter and you have been identified. Just like this book has been identified as something that is bad. Okay? This is something bad. This is nothing good. That this book regurgitating, talking about he too must be lifted up. Do you see this, ladies and gentlemen, my elite Israelites? Do you see the comparison that the Most High is telling you? These are context clues that's showing you that, hey, look, you know, this thing being lifted up is nothing good, and so shall the Son of Man be lifted up. What is that telling you? Right? Now, I'm not going to spell it out to you. My elite Israelites, you know, you can read between the lines. Even in this book, the Most High is giving us context clues saying, hey, be careful. You right now are being tested, right? Because this symbolic meaning and everything, you know, it's not even just the pole, you know, with this snake. It's the symbolic meaning of this so-called entity in this new book. You know, you see people wear the crosses, right? Same thing, been lifted up. You see it made out of gold, some made out of diamonds. They put rubies all around it, all type of symbolism of the same thing being so-called lifted up, which the Most High told Moses to make. It was nothing good. It was all terrible. And that is the meaning behind that. And that's why I cannot understand why people keep regurgitating that verse. Like it's beautiful. John 3:16. That's bad. That's terrible. That's a traitorous mark on you. You know, that's nothing good. It's just like you've been in a fight and you got a black eye. And everybody knows that you've been in a fight because they could see the mark on you, right? You have been marked. Just like those people who was talking crazy about the Most High and Moses. They've been marked, right? They have been identified as traitors. They have been identified as the weakest link, right? Don't be identified as the weakest link. Now, these people back then, when they got bit by those snakes, they was lucky, but they have been marked, and the Most High have never forgotten them. Have never forgotten them, right? So we're just gonna do a little quick look at some of the snakes here. You know, just a little quick. Make sure here. Here's some of the snakes in Africa, or in that wilderness, right? Remember my screensaver, right? We're just gonna do a quick look, all right? Some of the snakes, because I know you guys and girls got things to do. Which one is this one here? Let's see. Okay. 10 most venomous snakes that the Most High have sent out. Could be many others, right? Here's the black mamba, right? We're going to look at the venom right fast. Just some of the snakes. And we don't know which snake that Moses made out of. But here's the black mamba. Let's see some of this toxin right here. Look at that. Can you see that right there? But what makes the black mamba one of the most poisonous snakes in Africa is neurons, right? Kill a dozen men as little as 1 hour. Oh, look how powerful that was. That snake is the the Mozambique spitting cobra. Here, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking at other things as well. Let's look at its venom. Here, let's see. Death, right here, 2/3 of the body deaths, right here. This thing is venomous here. The puffer antler. Trying to go fast, ladies and gentlemen, because I got somebody calling me. Dosage there. Let's go down here. They got boom viper. Here, let's see. Let's see here. Very venomous. All these are venomous snakes here. You can look at them at your leisure. The Egyptian cobra. Oh my God, look at these here. Let's see here. Look at that. Kill 3 hours. A grown elephant in 3 hours. Oh my God, look how these venomous snakes here. The saw scale viper. Let's see here. More 5 times more toxic. These snakes are deadly. One bite and you out of there. Boom slang snake here. Oh my God. Let's see. Don't say how fast a person would die with that. Cape Cod cobra. Look at that. 2 to 5 hours. Oh my gosh. If not treated. Oh, look at that. Look how ugly he look. But deadly. They look dangerous, but they look, interesting. The green mamba. Okay. And the last one, the African bush viper. Oh, that looked so dangerous. But he looked cool, but you know what I mean. Don't want to get bit by that. Let's see here. Okay, that's about it there. Let's see. All them venomous snakes. So, would that be it, ladies and gentlemen? I do appreciate you guys and girls. All of them venomous snakes was in there biting our ancestors. And Moses lifted up that pole, put that snake on there. Was nothing good. Was never nothing good. It was a horrible time. And those people have been marked. Okay? Don't be marked. And with that, peace out.